Hey guys, so I'm gonna try to do a few shop nights here and there while Metal Pete's on tour. It's definitely very helpful to have two people, and I didn't realize just how helpful it was until tonight, because it took me much longer to get this one fan up and running than it would have if there were two of us. Because now I also have to set up the camera and the test rig and everything else. So this is a American Industries in polished copper. This was very generously given to me. It is actually labeled American Industries. It does need a lot of work, or did need a lot of work. It still needs some. When I got it, didn't run at all. Capacitor was completely dead. It wasn't drifted, it was open. And bearings were so stiff it wouldn't spin. Two of the blade brackets were badly bent. And so I bent the blade brackets back, but not all the way. If it was going to be running on the regular, I might want to bend it some more. And I used WD-40 on the bearings. You can probably see the can there. And they run very smooth now. They'll probably need some oil down the road. And replace the capacitor. It was a 7.5, and I replaced it with an 8. And yeah, the finish is in great shape in some places, in terrible shape in others, and in between in others still. This, like I said, is actually labeled American Industries. The 6-blade in the museum is not, and there are some differences. Different brand of flywheel. They both use GE motors, but this one uses a much shorter GE motor. And the one in the museum uses a taller one, and it mounts differently. The one in the museum was variable speed. This has a 4-speed transformer-based control. So no real clues as far as is the one in the museum American Industries or a different label from presumably the same factory, because we have seen various labels from whatever factory made these. Calcutta. I'm trying to think of what else came out of the same factory as this. Trade winds, at least at some point, seem to use some of the same stuff. Yeah, I'm blanking. I think even Patton used these blade arms. But, yeah, so this is an actual American Industries. Probably not going to put it in the museum, but I don't know for sure. I do like the 6-blade one better. Like I said, this would be more TLC. Plus, the museum already has a very great representation of copper. We have way more copper fans in the museum than is prevalent among collectors. And it started because I wanted to add a lot of more rare finish fans, and one of the rarest finishes I knew of was copper. So, as a result, we end up with a imbalance of more copper fans. We got the Copper New Orleans, the Copper 20th Century, Copper Whisper Fan 3, Copper CB1, Copper Broadway. Yeah, so it's unlikely this will go in the museum. It's pretty likely these glass shades will go in the museum, because I do need more variations of cool shades, and I like these. It's also unlikely that I'll sell or trade this, but make your offers. It would have to be for something that I really badly want, especially for the museum, especially knowing how much a lot of other collectors are, crazy for for polished copper, especially. So, okay. So it is set to low on the variable speed dial. You can hear the transformer buzzing. That's one of the many reasons I don't like transformer-based controls. They are not quiet. You generally don't get a very slow low speed. Not very efficient. Newtone, I think, used more transformer-based controls than anybody else. Pretty much all of the import Newtones, including the Veranda 3-speed Deluxe, used transformer-based controls. Although, in Newtone's defense, they were largely silent, unlike Trade Winds used them. Okay. medium low. I guess I don't need to move around so much because I don't have to check the amp meter. You can see it in the video. You know what? Let's go back and just check the power factor. Not surprising. Medium low, medium high. I believe. It's a low current draw for a GE motor. We know the capacitor is good. Power factor. Yeah, we know the capacitor is good because normally a GE motor, I guess I did say this was a smaller GE motor. Normally it would be over an amp. Still seems to move about the same amount of air. Does seem a hair slower though. It's got like different variations of K63s, you know, or different variations of shaded pole originals, where there's a difference, but the difference is not super great. So, I am thinking of swapping the fans in my garage. They both need bearing work. The ring fan has started to make noise, and we've already known the new tone. So, my initial thought is just to put some oil in the ring fan and swap the new tone for the Airmaster version, of which I have several, you know. And then nothing essentially would change, but it would solve the issue. But I'm toying with the idea. I thought about doing, you know, the brown Strata fan and then the brown Union. I thought about doing that. I can't really think of any other industrials that I really want to see go up that aren't currently represented. I guess I could do the SMCs. Those are so insane. I mean, that's so much overkill. Okay, so let's reverse it. I did not use the mounting bracket that came with it. It did come with the same convoluted mounting bracket that the 6-blade one uses, and I did not use that. I just put it on the J-hook. It's not a bad mounting system, but it's way more trouble than it needs to be. At first, when I saw this, I was like, okay, this is the information that we need. This one in the museum is American Industries for sure. But there are not enough differences that I'm still not positive. A little more in reverse, huh? Bet you the power factor's still 1. Yep. I know I don't have to do spin down in reverse, but I was taking this time to look on the top of the ring fan and just see. I gotta get the ladder. I can't see. I'll do it later. I just want to see how much hassle it'll be just to put oil in it. Okay. One. 2, 3. Saw it move. 4. Remember, these bearings are stiff. So, a good rule of thumb is if the movement of a motor is impeded, then start with WD-40. And if the movement is not impeded, it's just noisy, start with oil. Five. Here's your learning remote low. Do power factor on 5. Okay, yeah. As I don't really need to keep doing power factor with the decade box because we know it's going to be low until 6. Notice how much quieter the capacitor base speeds are. If you were going to hang this fan in your house, you'd probably want to swap the transformer for capacitors. 7. 9. 10. There's a lot of noise coming from the kitchen. I would holler out, "Why are you making so much noise?" But I bet you the neighbors would hear me before she did. 12, 13, 14. So it's fine on learning run, obviously. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That's fine on any wall control. 25, 30. It seems like we're not going to hit a resonant frequency. All the way up to 40. And high, of course, is 0.71. Where's my water? Yeah. So I don't know how much shop work I'm going to get done because I have a very busy week. I got a lot of music to learn. I got music to learn for church. I got music to learn for a gig. I got, what else is going on? That's pretty much it. I haven't barely cleaned up from my trip to Fanimation, but I won't be able to do that because the first thing I got to do is take a bunch of stuff to storage, and I can't do that because we're down to one car. Nia's car is in the shop. It was leaking power steering fluid, so I just took it in. Figured let's get that taken care of ASAP, and hopefully it'll be done by Friday. But that means I am stranded at home, which is great. I can get more stuff done as far as learning music and maybe video a few more fans, but it means I can't run a load of stuff. Okay, that started kind of hard. Let's back it off and start again. It means I cannot take a load of stuff to storage, which is what I was planning on doing. Because once I take these portable fans to storage, the ones that are going in the museum, that'll clear a lot of space out here in the garage. And then once I take some of these fans to storage that we've already tested, Metal Pete and I, that'll clear some space out here. Then once I run to the shop and get that gunmetal Wind 2 that somebody, okay, so trying to get this to start is, apparently that's where it starts, around there. 1/8 of a turn. Take the turn. So far, kind of silent. Yeah, bedroom quiet. It's not silent, but it's bedroom quiet. Definitely not quieter than the transformer control. Don't know why you'd put a control in there that was noisy. High is the same. What is she doing? So much beeping. Microwaving everything? So no real inrush current that I can measure. 0.72 seems to be as high as it gets. I think we saw it go up to 0.73 under certain circumstances. Okay, well that's it for this American Industries copper, and I'm going to do at least one fan tomorrow. So every day that I'm not gigging, I'll try to get at least one fan done. So tomorrow maybe I'll do the Alaska or the banana fan, maybe both, and whichever of those I don't get to. I have to see if I have this gig Friday or not, because I'm supposed to have a gig Friday, but they haven't sent me details. So try to do one on Friday. And then, excuse me. And then, definitely not on Saturday. I have a very full day Saturday and Sunday. I've got stuff from 9 a.m. to after midnight. But then next week should be back to normal, especially if Mia's car is done. So, I can definitely get a lot more done next week. Okay, thanks for watching.